I have muted this mic.
I think we're live. Hello. Oh wait, and Lindsay just got here.
It's not like either of us are naked.
Yay!
Yay! Just in time. I know how to make an entrance.
It was a little touchy
Last minute.
We got Lindsay. All right.
How are you guys?
Good. How are you?
Lindsay. Wait, really quick, Lindsay. We're already live, so just don't say anything stupid.
I gotta mute it.
Well, hi everyone.
Hello, whole world.
I was looking at the other screen and like it was like it's lagged, and I saw Kevin like doing like this, but he wasn't talking. I was like, "What's happening? Why can I not hear it?" So I am looking at the wrong screen here.
That's why you just pop out chat and you get away from it.
I know.
You never have to look at it again.
It's been a minute. I feel like it's been forever.
Every stream is a cancel Lindsay stream.
I wanted to try to go live while me and Kevin were together over Christmas, but like everybody was sick except for me on Christmas. So Kevin was like really sick and Aaron was really sick. But like everybody was sick except for me on Christmas. So that's not Kevin was.
Somebody's looping some playback.
Yeah. One of you like I just mute the.
I'm a mess, okay?
One time when I sounded like a monster and I couldn't figure out how to stop it. That was so scary. It was like a feedback loop. That was horrifying. Yay! I'm so glad to see everybody. Welcome to Thirsty Thursday. I got champagne for the new year. Cheers to that.
A random mix of free M&Ms and Hershey Kisses.
Nice.
I also have water.
I'm drinking a nice, expensive Prosecco. Very nice.
Is it like $5 a bottle?
It's expensive. We got at Costco. We're like, it's freaking delicious, though. I'm not gonna lie. So,
I have a White Claw. I still have not gone all through my White Claws yet, so I'm drinking one with some water.
Horrifying.
You're forcing yourself to drink them.
I'm not gonna waste them. I spent money on them.
That's so true. TB. We're not canceling anybody this stream, hopefully. How is everybody?
I want to say, hate White Claws disgusting. Hate White Claws disgusting. Don't try any of the flavors. They're all gross.
Yeah, Jezebel did this whole article about why we should cancel White Claw. So
it's like the initial taste is good, but then like the aftertaste is just so horrifying. But supposedly when you're drunk, you don't notice. But I've never gotten drunk off them.
God, that was like all my college years, right? Like the cheap beer that once you're drunk, it doesn't matter. So you just keep. Except for there was this beer called Honey Brown that literally the second I swallowed it, I just threw it right back up. It was that bad tasting. But see, like I used to go to like frat parties, and they would buy the cheapest beer ever, and then they would charge you like $5 a cup. And they'd have like 200 people at the party, but they only paid like $30 for the keg. And it was disgusting. And it was all foamy. Horrible. Cool story, though. I guess. So don't drink Honey Brown if they even still make that. But most of the time, they would get that Milwaukee, whatever, gross stuff. Keystone Light, too. Yeah, Keystone Light.
I will say that if you want to get drunk, though, on low calorie, they're only 100 calories a can, and they're really high in alcohol.
Really? I wouldn't.
Like why people drink them a lot is because they're high in alcohol content.
Low calorie.
Yep.
You can just drink MGD 64 like my mom.
I remember.
Dr. Pepper is fine. It's an adult drink as long as you're an adult drinking it. So that works.
If you're not an adult and you're here, please leave due to coca.
No. You can stay. We have some underage friends.
This is a mixed audience. This is a mixed audience.
Go to bed.
I think that the laws only apply to under 13 though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
besides, this is a mixed audience.
Yeah.
Yes, we have 14-year-olds drinking alcohol. It's a great time.
No. No.
Laura's gonna get arrested for enabling minors.
I did once, get in trouble for. Oh, it doesn't matter. For having alcohol when I was underage.
Busted.
I'm trying to think what it was. Like, not consumption because I wasn't drinking it.
You're carrying it.
Illegal. No, it wasn't transportation, although they could have given me that too because I was in the car.
Facilitation.
I was driving. My roommate was drunk and wanted to go to an after party. So I was being the responsible roommate and went and picked her up. She was 21 and she had a case of beer in the fridge. And she was like, hey, will you grab my beer for me and bring it so I can bring it to this party? So I just wasn't even thinking. I was sick, which is why I wasn't at the party. And I was in my SpongeBob pajamas, okay? SpongeBob pants, SpongeBob shirt, freaking slippers. And I drove to go pick her up. And I just threw the case like on the passenger seat. Well, I guess the car I was driving was my other roommate's car. The taillight was out. So a cop like pulled me over to tell me. And when the cop pulled me over, I looked over at the beer and I was like, oh shit, I have beer. So I took it stupidly and like put it in the back seat. Like he didn't see me reaching over the back seat with it. So then he made me get out of the car. I had to put my hands on the roof and he had to search the car. And meanwhile, we were right across the street from the party where I was picking up my roommate. So they were all outside drunk screaming, let her go, leave her alone. And I'm like sitting there and I'm being patted down and my car is being searched. It was horrible. I just got a ticket though. I didn't get arrested, but I was really embarrassing in my SpongeBob pajamas. So, and I made my roommate pay the ticket because it was her freaking beer. So that's my fun brush with the law that I've had.
Yikes.
I wasn't even drunk. I was in my SpongeBob pajamas and I was being a designated driver. And that's what I get.
You know what I always say, like when people talk about breaking the law or doing something they shouldn't do, I just look at it and I'm like, have you ever been questioned by the FBI? Because I have been questioned by the FBI. I'm not scared.
Wait,
bring it on.
Why were you questioned by the FBI?
On more than one occasion.
More than once?
More than once. There was a guy that was a convicted killer of a cop who escaped prison in our little baby town. And someone that I worked with used to know him. And so, like, someone said that we were harboring him or hiding him. And it was on, like, 2 different properties that my family owned that people were saying that this happened. So, like, I had to be questioned by the FBI on more than one occasion. It was great. Highly recommend.
Crazy stuff goes down in the mountains of Ohio, man.
Right.
And oh, yeah, you're right, Kate. It was possession. That's what I got the ticket for. Possession of alcohol by a minor. Now, in most places, that is arrestable. But in the county that I was in, since there was a big party school there, it was only a ticketed offense. Because if they didn't do it as a ticketed offense, they'd have to throw the whole damn town in jail. So if anyone is from the Midwest and you know Southern Illinois University, that's where it was. So it was a big.
I went there.
And I just saw Eva bragging about toking on Thursday. We don't like a bragger, Eva. All right, not all of us are lucky enough to live in states where that's legal. So I'm gonna drink my champagne.
Can I just say though that?
And again, have you ever been questioned by the FBI?
What? No. I had this kettle corn seasoning,
Ew.
and I poured too much in the bowl, and so now I'm just licking out the sugar with my finger.
Ew.
2020 is off to a really healthy start.
Obviously.
Yeah. What about you, Lindsay? You have any scandalous brushes with the law?
No. I don't know. I can't think of any. Like, babe, did we ever have anything happen with the law? Oh, well, I mean, it's not really that exciting, but one time I did get pulled over for speeding and I didn't have my license or my purse or anything on me. And so the cop asked for my social security number and I was so nervous and sweaty. I gave him the wrong one. Like I just made one up and like didn't even think about how that was like, you know, bad.
Did he arrest you for identity
all of a
theft?
sudden, like, all of a sudden, like I hear like meow, and all of these cop cars like surround me, and like, and then he comes back to the window and he was like, "What's your social security number again?" And then I gave him the right one. He was like, "Why'd you give me a different one the first time?" And I was like, "Because I was nervous that I have anxiety." So, yeah.
That's hilarious.
That's the most scandalous thing that's ever happened to me, though.
That's great. It was a great story.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Kate was questioned for her ex-boyfriend.
Oh my God.
Hold on. What happened?
You had to give him a good recommendation? Why'd you give him a good recommendation? He's your ex.
Yeah, he was an ex.
You're
Like, that dude was That guy had a meth lab in our closet.
Maybe she meant like he was an ex now, not at the time.
Oh, I guess that makes sense.
That makes more sense.
But
Is he like going to Quantico or something?
But
he didn't get the job.
Yeah.
so
What crappy recommendation did you give?
how's everybody's writing going in the new year?
Good. Good question.
I don't know. I just watched Lindsay's video.
Yeah.
I haven't watched anything for like 3 days, so I'm behind.
I just started watching stuff again today. Mine's okay, I guess. That's all I have to say. Next.
I haven't started.
I don't think I think I wrote a little bit. Was it since the new year? Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was the end of December. Yeah. But I've been thinking about it a lot, so that counts, right? Actually, I just did some research for something in it. So I think that counts towards working on it.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, kind of, maybe. Because like my main character does special effects makeup and stuff, and so I was reading about the woman who did the Creature from the Black Lagoon. It's a very scandalous story. But she was like a monster creator, so I was reading about that to use it in my book. So, but that's it. That was an NPR article, so it wasn't really like in depth. It wasn't super in depth research or anything. But yeah, I'm ready to get back to it. Because I feel like last week doesn't really count as the first week of the year because it was like it didn't start till the middle.
Yeah.
Like, this is like the first real week of the
Except
year.
it's already the middle.
What I'm saying is like starting in this week. So like I still have till Sunday to like say that, you know what I'm trying to say. Okay. Let me have it, all right?
Fine, yeah.
So what's everyone working on tonight?
I am going to be either going through and reading my YA fantasy, or I might be beta reading. So I'm really excited. I've got Lizelle's book, so hey.
Oh, I'm so jealous.
Yes, it's really good.
Oh.
Okay.
Is that the horror one?
Yeah, so it like really has. I don't know if I should be talking about her book, but it has like house vibes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It, like, oh, it's so good. It's so good so far.
I don't know how. Like, I would love Lizelle. I know you're in here. You should do a video on writing about horror or like writing horror. Like, I think you did a little bit, but like, I am obsessed with like horror movies. I'm like a horror freak, but I don't think I could write a horror book. Like, I don't have the ideas. Like, I don't know. Like, are you going like murder, like Scream, or are you going like Ghost? You know, I feel like there's so many ways to go.
Lizelle said she can't hear any sound for some reason.
Aw.
So everything you just said.
It's out the window.
So Lindsay, that means you can say whatever you want about it.
She can't hear you. She doesn't know. Is hers like a murder, or is it like scary stuff?
It seems to me like it's gonna be like ghosty house type thing.
Okay.
I don't know if I should pitch it for her.
Right now.
But like it's good. It's like a haunted house vibe.
Okay. Yeah. It's like I just read recently-ish. Stephanie Perkins. There's someone in the house or whatever.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's more of like a la Scream, you know, like murdery. Yeah. I don't even know. I don't know. I would love to do. It's like my favorite are the murder ones. No, that's like I like a slasher person. Although no, I really like the scary ones too. So I don't know. I don't think I could write a spooky book though. Although that's the first book I ever wrote in 3rd grade. It's called The 3 Mysterious Ghosts. It didn't really go anywhere though. I couldn't figure out how to spell mysterious, so it kind of. My teacher just kept telling me to look it up in the dictionary, and I thought, how do you look something up in the dictionary if you don't know how to spell it? That is
exactly.
Makes no sense at all.
You should have just used autocorrect.
Oh, Melissa, I remember you talking about that book, and I'm so excited for it. So keep working on that.
I am revising, but I started these revisions in like April of last year and then stopped like in July. So I need to read back over what I've done so far. And that's probably all I'll get done tonight is rereading over stuff I've already done.
Yeah, I'm kind of like revising too, the same book I've been working on forever.
But I have a whole new beginning. Like the other, 2 weeks ago, I was like driving. I've said like 300 times in the last Anyway, I was driving to work and just like, one of those moments where everything just becomes clear.
Yes.
So like I went to work and like furiously went.
Nice.
And then,
What's your book about, Jessica?
The one I'm working on now is like an adult epic fantasy. So it has like a lot of elves and different magical creatures and war and politicalness and.
You have to watch The Witcher then, Jessica.
But I have to watch The Witcher. Okay,
Yeah.
but here's the thing. I agree with Kate in that you should not necessarily watch what you're writing when you're writing it.
Disagree.
Because
I'm the exact opposite. I have to immerse
infiltrates.
myself in it.
I'm with Laura. I
differently,
read
Right?
everything.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter what
everyone
I
else is- when you're writing a genre, do you stop reading that genre or do you immerse yourself in it? Because I immerse myself in it. So I feel like if I'm writing a fantasy, I want to read all the fantasies. I want to watch all the fantasies because it gets you in the mood.
And I get everyone's different. Like everyone has to do its best.
For sure.
But like for us, like it works wonderfully.
Yeah. Yes, thank you, Kate. The Witcher. It is so good. It has elves. There's magic. There's political intrigue. There's hot guys in baths. There's hot women. There's all kinds of things.
A lot of boobs.
It's
a gratuitous amount of tits.
I wouldn't say it's a gratuitous amount. I feel like Game of Thrones had way more.
Are you kidding me? I just watched an episode with an orgy, and I was like, why is there so much tits?
Okay, there was an orgy, sure. Yeah.
The girl in the background.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. I forgot about the orgy, okay? I forgot about that.
There's a lot of boobs and literally no penis. There's like almost penis and
There's
then
never
tits
penis.
and vagina.
You want
I know, what's with
penis,
the
go
boobs?
watch Wild Things. You'll get 2.2 seconds of Kevin Bacon, and that'll fill you for the day.
I don't think I want it. I'll just watch Spartacus. There's a lot of man-dong in Spartacus.
Oh.
I get like depressed when I watch stuff that's in the same genre that I'm writing because it makes me not want to do it because I'm like, wow, this is so good. And it's like, I will never.
I do get that though.
So, especially, I had like this really genius idea that I thought was like the best genius idea ever. And when I started writing this book, like, I don't know, 20 years ago, something stupid like that. And then read a book that had like used that idea already. And it was the most, I didn't touch my book for like 3 years after that.
Yeah.
It was like, I thought I was the only person who ever thought of that. But I wasn't.
Yeah, I get that. Like, I've been like that before, but no one's going to write it the way you would, you know?
I know, but it's sad.
Yeah, I get that though. But The Witcher's still good. I wouldn't hold out on it.
I don't know when am I supposed to fit TV in?
Worth it. It's worth it, Jessica.
I haven't turned my TV on in like 3 months.
It's worth the turn on. Trust me.
Ew.
I'm like, I pay for Netflix and Hulu and Disney Plus and cable, and I haven't turned my TV on in 3 months.
Who the fuck pays for cable?
My mom.
Yeah.
Oh.
I know, like Aaron's parents pay for it, and we like use their login if we want to see anything on our TV, but we don't pay for that shit.
Kate is yelling at me that I need to watch Witcher.
Yeah,
It is really good.
it's
It is
so
really good.
good.
It is really good. Damien and I just finished episode 5.
I've heard negative things.
Really?
Yeah.
All the tits.
I have feelings.
Wait, about what?
I
Okay.
don't know what Lindsay has negatively seen, but I have heard negative things about. Oh, I will never remember the character's name, but something about a lady that gives up part of her body,
Yennefer.
Yeah.
which to do.
I love her.
and then decides.
My favorite.
I've heard very negative things about that.
I will say I have heard negative things that it was disability erasure. which I could see, but I think that's part of her character. So it's like, I don't know. It's a weird subject because I do see where people are coming from, but it's also like just part of who she is, that she was willing to give up anything to be who she wanted to be. I don't know. I have weird feelings about that particular thing, but it's very small in the grand scheme of things.
But up until Laura told me to watch it the other day, that's the only thing I had heard.
Oh, it's amazing.
Why? You don't like Yennefer's storyline? Okay, here's what I'll say.
What? Her storyline is the best.
I just got to the storyline where I don't want to say because I don't want to spoil anything, but I just got to the storyline where two of the main characters finally meet.
Yeah.
And I was like,
yeah. Oh, we finished the season, so just keep going, Kevin. Keep going.
Here's the thing, though. I actually find Cirilla to be so fucking boring. Her entire storyline is so boring to me. Every time it cuts to her, I'm like, wake me up when this is over.
Well, I mean, yeah, they haven't really, like, sussed her out. I think she's more of a plot device rather than supposed to be a fleshed out character, at least at this point.
Yeah. Anyway. I didn't spoil anything. I purposely did not talk about spoilers.
I didn't either.
Oh, and Kate's saying it's only 8 episodes, Jessica.
They are pretty long. One of them is over an hour long.
Yeah, they are like full hour episodes.
So it's going to take me 3 years to watch it anyway. Okay.
Worth it.
Oh my God, Lauren, shut up.
What?
She said, I just wish the bath scene was longer.
You would, Lauren.
Listen, Lauren's into it. I might have to be into it then, I guess.
Damien was like, they just love putting this dude in a bath naked, don't they? Because he's always bathing.
Yeah.
He's a really dirty guy. He needs to wash off.
Well, Aaron said he loves how he always grunts. I was like, oh, you do?
We talked about this. We were like, take a shot every time the Winter goes.
Yeah. All the time.
Well,
Apparently a lot of people online ship the Bard and the Witcher. Like
the Bard is like the worst.
Like a lot of people. There's like tons of fan art from even before the show came out.
Speaking of fan art, I was watching a lot of Kylo and his good boy sweater fan art today. So I don't know if you've seen that, but there's all this fan art about Kylo and his sweater. It's a bunch of him in like halter sweaters and stuff. It's really funny. Because like in like one of the scenes in the new, it doesn't spoil anything, Kevin, but in like one of the scenes, he's wearing something that looks like a sweater. And so now everyone just is making all this fan art for Kylo and his good boy sweater is what they call it. So if you want to see some good fan art, look that up.
Nah, I'm good.
But we don't want to get on that topic because I can go on for days about the new Star Wars. And I don't want to hear any negative stuff about the new Star Wars. If you have some negative things, keep it to yourself.
Spoilers, and then we'll all be like, really? I already know everything that happens just from like 20 seconds online.
Well, Kevin doesn't, so don't ruin it for him because I want him to see it so bad.
I haven't even seen the first two.
It's the best trilogy out of all of them.
I just watched the first original trilogy for the first time like a month ago.
Those are just okay. That's my opinion.
I mean,
before I was in the bath. It's the only thing anyone cares about. So true.
Oh my God, I have access to
that. Oh wow, Aphrodite, someone's doing fan art of your. That's really cool.
That's super cool.
Yeah. Kate, we need to talk about your feelings on the new movie. We need to talk about it because
not right now. Not right now.
No, I'm saying like Kate and I need to talk about it because yeah, we can't talk about Kylo because Kevin hasn't seen it. There's another time we'll talk about it. But yeah, I'm a huge Kylo stan. Can't help it. So, all right, but we should talk about writing. We should do some writing actually, not talk about it.
I've just been sitting here for a half hour eating Hershey Kisses and spilling tea.
Yes, but now that we've got it out, I haven't talked with you guys in like a month. I had to like get it all out, you know. Mm-hmm. So I was gonna try to go live, you know, like I said with Kev, but it just did not happen. So it's been too long. But we're back.
It's because you don't want to talk to Kevin, right?
I barely talked to him when we were together, to be honest.
Are you saying that?
What'd you say, Kevin?
I said, were you saying something? I wasn't listening.
I was following him because him and Aaron were sick. So I was literally following them around, just wiping everything with Lysol wipes. Because I didn't want to get sick, you know? They were all and I was just wiping everything down. Like, get away from me. So, but yeah. So, all right, let's do some writing sprints, you guys. How about that?
Yes.
Sound good? Do we need to just dip our toe in the pond, or do we need to like just dive in the deep end?
Probably dive in.
Thoughts? Anyone else besides Kevin? Because no one cares about his opinion. Jessica's saying dive in.
We're diving in.
All right. So okay, let's ask everyone. Do we want to do? Let's see what you guys want. 5, 10, 15. Well, 5's out if we're diving in. So do we want to do 10, 15, or 20?
3 hours.
Grimes is pregnant with Elon Musk's baby. That's
I saw that.
I don't even know who or what that is. So moving on.
She's
Who?
a singer.
You know who Elon Musk
Grimes,
I know who Elon Musk is.
is?
his girlfriend.
Well, I mean, that's what happened.
She's also a singer. She's also a singer, so I shouldn't refer to her only.
15. 55, that ain't happening. I see a lot of 15s.
When you have a man and a woman, Kevin,
And
and
then,
you like each other,
well, they don't even have to like each other.
they don't. You know what? You're not wrong.
Let's be honest.
A man and a woman, and they do this thing where they and then they get pregnant. That's what happens. I know you're not.
What does that sound?
At least I imagine that's how it happens. I don't really know. So
Did you like this?
like that. That's what happens.
I'm so glad I'm not straight.
All right. I think a lot of people, most people were saying 15. So let's do 15. I know there's a little bit of a lag, so we can start on like the 58. Yeah, no?
Sure.
Okay. So what's that math? Oh, math is so hard.
You know, it doesn't matter about the lag what minute you start on. It's still the same amount of time for everybody.
Not if I say 58, they don't hear that in time. So we're starting before they've even heard it.
But they still end the 15 seconds after us too. You said like we're in a minute. It's gonna be a minute for them. It doesn't matter.
Does matter, Jessica.
Okay.
Everything matters.
Oh my god!
What?
I just saw fan art of The Witcher, and it says "toss a coin to your Witcher," and he's like half naked on a stripper pole.
Yes, yes.
I mean, great.
That's funny. All right, so we're gonna start sprinting. 58, 08, 13 till 13 after, right? Okay, doing 15 minutes now. I'm gonna put a little thing up so it says that. There we go. Yeah. All right. Oh, I forgot to set an alarm. Ding, 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 ding.
I was wondering what was going on.
I mean, it's the right time. I forgot to set an alarm. So, ring a ding ding. Time is up.
How'd everyone do?
I like that you can do these scrolling banners now.
It's called a ticker.
It's called a what?
It's called a ticker.
Well, a ticker, whatever.
Oh, a ticker, like
such a know-it-all. Yeah.
Like the
I like it. It's fancy.
Wait, Lindsay.
Too.
Lindsay, are you wearing one of those back straighteners?
I am. My little posture.
Is it working well?
Corrector.
Does it work well?
Yeah, I think so.
I've always thought about getting one, to like to help with posture. Just like when
does it hurt?
Stuff. Yeah.
Does it hurt your 13th rib?
No, thank you for asking. My 13th rib is fine.
Well,
you know what I'm talking about. Watch my latest video.
If you I feel like we were connected in that because I don't have a 13th rib, but I have passed around my x-rays before to look at my deformities. It is a favorite family pet. Ask Kevin. How many times have I asked you to look at my x-ray of my back?
Too many. It's annoying.
So I have a severe case of scoliosis, and so my back is literally an S like this. And so whenever people see my x-rays, they're like, wow, like my back, and like it's so scary. So I was like, yes, girl, I know that feeling. Look at this. Look at this. I like carry it with me. And like one time we were moving, we were like getting all stuff, and Aaron like pulled it up. He's like, do we still need to be like taking this everywhere? I was like, yes, it's proof, you know? Like, I'm not making up this pain. It's a real thing.
Right. Frame it, girl. Frame it.
It's my receipts, okay?
Lindsay's channel is Lindsay Puckett.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, that's right. I was in the middle of fixing that when we went live. I'm gonna put
By the way, how did
I fix it?
How did everyone
Yes, how did everyone do?
How did everyone do?
You like when I just cut you off, Kevin, and finish your sentence?
I'm used to it.
That's what happened before.
Yeah. It's no different.
Did somebody just get a Discord chat? That's what it sounded like.
No, that's our Google Hangout group chat.
Oh.
And by our, I mean not yours. So.
Yeah. Oh, I know, chick. I know.
Melissa reads. It is Lindsay Puckett. That's my channel name. But I feel like I know you for some reason. I think I follow you on Twitter or something because your name and like little avatar looks so familiar. I know you. So not to like freak you out, but I know you from somewhere.
Also, like if someone is commenting in the comment section, you can like this little 3 dots on the side, you hit that and there's an option to go to their channel in case anyone needs to know that.
Lindsay's got to type something in chat first.
Lindsay has.
She has been.
Yeah.
If you want to scroll back and find her old boring messages.
Listen, I'm just saying it's an option, okay? Calm down.
I opened up my comment. I opened up my comments from Rena, and there's 1,084 revisions in the Word document.
I still think it's probably less than how many I gave you, to be honest. Not revisions, but comments. I also like to give good comments, so it was like what
revisions is comments and anything they deleted or inserted. But the thing is, like, let's say there's the word the. If she deletes it and changes it to Barbie, it'll count that as 2 revisions.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. So 361 words, 519, nice. 149, 376. I didn't count. I guess I could look how many I did. I'm trying not to quantify my writing so much though, but
I read over some notes and worked on my map.
Ooh, maps, fancy.
It's really not very fancy. It's in pencil because I've erased it 600 times.
Do you feel like you have to have the map done before you can write the book, or are you writing it simultaneously?
There's a lot of travel because it's an epic fantasy and that's what they do. So for revisions, I need to know what cities are where, so it makes sense.
Right.
But you can't say that they got to city C before they got to city D if city D is closer to where they were originally at. That wouldn't make any sense.
Yeah, I'm always curious, like, if people do this for other things, because I've done it before with, like, a room that I write about a lot, where I'm like, oh, like, the window, like, you know, because I'm that reader where I'm like, wait a minute, how can the window be next to the washing machine when you said blah, blah, blah? I'm that person who's, like, super annoying. So I always, like, notice, like, discrepancies like that, so I'm always, like, so, like, worried about that in my own writing. So I have to, like, draw stuff out so that I make sure I'm describing it accurately. And no one cares. Like, no one would even notice, probably.
For rooms, I am a very visual person. Like, I can, like, my grandfather died when I was, like, 12, and I can remember where every single solitary thing was in his house, but I don't remember him at all. Like, my brain just, like, memorizes rooms. So when I see my characters' houses or things in my head, it's there forever. So that I don't have to write down, but full-scale maps, yeah, I need a map. Once I've seen the map, it sticks, but I need a map.
Yeah, because, like, Aaron and I worked on a web series a couple of years ago, and they would, like, do shots where, like, they were filming different rooms from different houses, and so then when they would put it all together into the episode, I would be like, this doesn't make any sense. Like, that room can't go into that room. Like, the way that because they're from different houses, right? I'm like, why is no one else thinking about this? If anyone's actually thinking about this house logically, that makes no sense. That could be on this side when in a different shot on that side, there's a freaking wall. Like, it doesn't, like, I just think people don't think about that kind of stuff. So.
I don't think they do.
No, they don't, but it made no sense.
If you didn't know the houses already, though, if you were to watch, like, a TV show, I'm sure there are discrepancies that you don't notice because you don't know houses.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying, I'm one of those people. I guess I'm alone in that. I'll take it. Mackenzie. Yeah, I'll get right after I do all the million things I've been avoiding. I'm not good at that either.
I think Kate's having a knife fight in her house.
Take a drink.
Champagne for my real friends, real pain for my sham friends. There we go.
I've never heard that. I like that.
I wish I could tell you I made it up.
From a movie.
A TV show.
No, it's from
Happy
TV show.
Ending.
That's what I meant to say.
It's also a song.
Well, they stole it from that TV show.
Oh, I'm sure.
But yeah.
I
like saying it. I think it's funny. Wait, you or your brother? What? Did I miss a question?
I'm very confused.
I don't know either.
Yeah, I'm already drunk, so that's probably not good.
You're drunk?
Yeah.
She's always drunk.
I know. I'm a lightweight. You know that. Surprisingly.
Usually, like, the first 45 minutes in, she doesn't have any idea what she's talking about.
It depends on if she's actually drinking that stream or not.
Yeah, I'm taking the approach to writing, okay? Actually, I wouldn't want to do that. I hated Hemingway's writing. Garbage. Old Man in the Sea, worst thing I've ever read. Fight
Strong
on that.
It'd be more fun to write sober and edit it drunk. Like, what would you edit into that thing?
Can't we just do it all drunk?
Oh, yeah. Sure. I can't, but you can. Sure.
Thank you, Becca. Thank you. Oh, Eva, it is not. It's garbage. It's absolutely boring. Hemingway has no idea how to write, like, develop characters or, I don't know, be descriptive in any sort of way.
She can't describe how to be described.
He's terrible. He's absolutely terrible. There's a few things from him I like, but Most of it's pure tea garbage. People just liked him because he was uber masculine white male. So everything he did was amazing. Oh, everything he writes.
That's boring. You want to talk about boring? On the Road. Super boring.
You're a white privileged male. Everything you write is gold. It's terrible.
You know what's another boring thing though is I don't like Catcher in the Rye either. Hate it.
Mm-mm.
It was just
Same.
It was just like I'm a douchebag fuckboy and I can do whatever I want.
You haven't got my
I hate women. I'm so cool because I hate women.
Yeah, well,
Lindsay.
I mean, we're talking about that, and Jessica, I know you agree. We've talked about this before. Is also I can't think of it with Broom. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Yeah, also terrible. Also, I hate women. I hate people.
Horrible.
I basically hate anybody.
Horrible.
Oh no, that one's on my list to read. Should I skip it?
Skip it.
Skip it.
Terrible.
It's real racist.
Ooh.
It's racist.
Yeah, and they're terrible. The portrayal of women is absolutely disgusting.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll just.
But if you want to learn more about non-white male authors, then you should go to Becca C. Smith's channel and watch her recent video about forgotten females in fiction.
Forgotten. That's what it was. Forgotten females.
It was amazing, and there will be more in the future. And we love her. She's cool people.
Tom Sawyer's good. Tom Sawyer is like a different it's different dealing with race differently than One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. It's a different time period, very different time period.
Oh, Laura.
Why do people like this?
Wait, what?
What?
Sorry, I didn't mean to change the subject.
No, go for it. What's that?
Do it.
You were talking about a couple of weeks ago. Was it you who was talking about reading The Crier's War?
Yes.
I finished it.
So I started it and I was reading it, but see, I actually just talked about this in a video I filmed earlier. I have another book that I wrote that's not similar, but it has androids, it has AI, and it's speculative fiction. And when I was reading The Crier's War, it was making me want to work on that book so bad that I had to stop because I need to finish the book that I'm working on. So I had to put it down for a little bit because it makes me want to get back to my other book so bad, and I need to finish the draft of the one I'm working on. But did you like it?
I did. I really liked it. It was really good. I don't really like sci-fi too much. I struggle with it, as a whole. But this was really good. I feel like sci-fi works for me when it's more character focused a little bit.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's got stuff happening, but if it just focuses on the human emotions, then I'm good to go.
Exactly.
It is really great. It's got female some really good political stuff happening. So
yeah, I loved what I had read so far, and I'm in the exact same way with science fiction. I am more of a character-driven person than plot-driven, and that's why I am always hesitant for science fiction. But when science fiction puts character first, I love it because I love, especially when it's more speculative rather than space. I mean, I like space stuff, but I'm more interested in speculative technology and things that could actually happen in the future. But that's why I was saying that I like this trilogy of Star Wars better than any of the other ones, because these last 3 movies are way more character driven than the previous ones, which I feel are just plot driven. So that's how I am. That's why I'm always I always say this, that I want to write basically contemporaries in the future. That's the kind of science fiction I want to write, where it's very life focused and person focused, but in the future. Because I feel a lot of times with science fiction, it's so hung up on the plot and these crazy things that happen in the future, and not so much on the people.
Right.
The future, So yeah, so I'm really excited to get back and finish it, but I had to put it down because I was oh my god, it was giving me all these ideas about my book, making me think about it. So, but I'm actually just read the new Karen McManus. I read it in one day. The sequel to what is it?
What Next?
Yeah. So I read the sequel. It's very good. Loved it.
Ooh, I'm excited. I have like a 22-week hold at the library.
I got it on Scribd. And so I listened to it on like 1.8 times. So like I finished it in like a day when I was at work doing stuff. So it's so good. So that's what I'm listening to. Because I'm trying to stay with, because I'm writing a contemporary, so I'm trying to like read more contemporaries. Although that one's more like mystery thriller. Oh yeah, Aurora Rising. I want to try that one. I know that's a science fiction.
Oh, I read that one too. I read those back to back. That's funny.
Did you? Did you like Aurora Rising?
You know, I liked it, but I'm in the minority. Apparently, like BookTube hates it or something.
Really? I loved it. Hey, Jessica loves it too. Yeah.
I thought it was great, but like BookTube is not happy. They don't like it.
Really?
It's very different. It's like action and a lot of it. And they jump around. I mean, they're in a spaceship. They jump around a lot. They're in one battle and then in another battle and then in another battle and then like, who doesn't like that? Apparently,
yeah. The learning curve is really high too. Like he just kind of throws you in there and like you just have to keep up, and you kind of like, if you're not cool with that, if you don't like being confused, I feel like you're gonna hate it. But like give it like 20% and you'll know everything and you'll be fine. Just have fun.
Lindsay TB said that they added it to their TBR just for the hottie on book 2. You're salty, Legolas.
Oh yes. I don't normally like have feelings about teenage boy characters because like I'm like 10 years older than most of those boys. But, like, he's got my heart. Yeah, I'll say that.
But is he technically a teenager though?
Yeah, he's like 50 or something, right?
Yeah.
Or something. So it's like it's fine. He can okay.
Wait,
yeah.
he's not really a teenager.
In his culture, he's a teenager. Is that right? Because they live so much longer or something? Yeah. Like 50 or something in their years, yeah.
So kind of like Baby Yoda.
Listen, he's been to war. I feel like he's probably knows more about life than we do.
Yeah. I just typically hate those like age discrepancies where it's like, I'm a 200-year-old vampire and you're a 16-year-old girl, but we're going to fall in love because we have so much in common, even though I've been on this earth for 200 years and have way more life experience than you. And you know, I hate when people are like, she's an old soul. Give me a break. No one's an old soul like that at 16.
I have issues with that in like paranormal books where everything is more contemporary. But I feel like when it's in a setting like this where they're going through a lot together, I feel like it's more relatable because they are going through crap together.
Sure. Yeah, so that it like, at least makes sense, like what they have in common or what they're connecting over. Right.
It's like all of our families are dead and we're having to fight for our lives. Not like, oh, I got a hangnail last week. So.
Right. Or like we're in the same science class together.
Right. It's very different.
I like how you remember what class it was they had together.
Because they're always at one of those tables, one of the like black tables.
Don't let Laura lie. She's a Twilight stan.
No, my characters meet in a science class. I mean, that's like typical, right? The black, they're always lab partners. That's how it goes.
The fan blows and he's like,
yeah, and he's like,
yeah.
Never had a math lab partner.
I had many cute science lab partners.
No, I did not.
I did.
Definitely did not. No.
I always got friend zoned very quickly, though. I'm one of the dudes, you know. I was always one of the guys.
I learned about a lot of things that I should not have learned about in 7th and 8th grade from my science lab partners.
I actually learned a lot about life from my pregnant social studies partner in the 6th grade. So.
Yeah, that'll do it.
6th grade, she was pregnant and smoked cigarettes. So.
Didn't we all?
She taught me a lot about life while we were learning about Mesopotamia and the Fertile Crescent.
was that with Miss Menzer? Did you have Miss Menzer?
Yes, it was.
So evil.
Yeah.
That lady was evil.
Kevin, how dare you talk about me and Twilight? You watched the Twilight movie so many times, bro.
I didn't say I didn't. It's like one of those guilty pleasures when I'm feeling like depressed or sad or sick. I watch the first Twilight movie.
So don't try to shame me. Like, you don't know what class I'm
not. I never said that I didn't know. The thing is, I've only ever seen the first one. I never watched the other ones.
First off, reading a horrible book is one thing. Watching a horrible movie with half-naked guys the whole time is a whole other thing.
No, I mean, I live for horrible movies. Hello. Like, they're the best.
But like, I've read the first book and that's it. But like, I watch the movies all the time because there's like half-naked dudes all the time.
Look, I'm gonna be honest. I read all the books because they came out when I was like really young. So I just was like, yeah, cool. And as I got older, I realized how.
Yeah, I remember that because you were like, oh my God, these books. Because I was like in college, so I like didn't know what was going on. And I remember Kevin being like, girl, these books, everyone loves them. They're so amazing. And I was like, you don't have time to read them. Just tell me about them. So he would tell me like, oh, I'm so Team Jacob. I remember that.
Was I Team Jacob?
Yeah, you were. You were Team Jacob there. At least for a minute you were. I think
I had a t-shirt. It's so embarrassing now to admit, but I had a t-shirt that had like paw prints going across it, and it said,
yes.
Sorry, Edward, I run with wolves.
To be fair,
I read the first book last year, so I was not in on it.
To be fair, the second book came out when I was in the 8th grade, so like it was prime my age range. My best friend had an Edward Cullen cardboard cutout in her bedroom.
Oh my gosh. Yes. Okay.
Like a whole thing.
Yes. My best friend, okay, listen to this story. It's hilarious. My best friend had that Edward Cullen cutout, right? And her house got broken into. So the cops come in, guns drawn, right? Looking around, bust in her bedroom and sees that Edward Cullen, and they almost light it up, okay?
Oh my God.
It was the funniest thing.
Oh my God.
Hilarious.
Oh my God. She had a ton of Twilight memorabilia. I remember the guy that bought it off her at a garage sale bought it for like his tween daughter.
Wait, someone bought it at a garage sale?
Yeah, for his daughter.
I'm crying. It's fine.
It was an expensive cardboard cutout too.
Wait, Kevin, was that Katie that had it?
Yeah.
Yeah. She would.
She had a lot of Twilight stuff.
Yeah, I remember you guys were super, super into it.
I was super into any popular book. I was super into Uglies when they came out too.
Yeah. You were really into Harry Potter too. I remember that.
Well, freaking Lindsay has a first edition copy of the first
That
book.
was such a cute story.
It was a cute story. Also,
So
I can't
cute.
believe you bought that because that shit had to cost him a lot of money.
I can't wait to tell Aaron that story so that he can feel bad about not jumping through so many hoops to get me a nice gift. Actually, Aaron is very, very sweet. One year for Christmas, I was really, really sick, and we were living out in California, and I had like a cancer scare, and we were gonna find out whether or not it was cancer like the day before Christmas, the day before Christmas Eve. And I was really upset because I was like really worried about it. And so Aaron, as my Christmas gift, flew out my mom and 2 of my brothers to surprise me for Christmas. And one of them in case I got bad news. Huh, Kev?
So then he ruined the surprise like 2 hours before.
He kind of did. He kind of did by accident. He accidentally texted me instead of my mom when they arrived at the airport. And he like asked a question, and I was at work, and I was like, what? And he was like, nothing. That was not for you. And it was something like, I don't know. He said something that I felt like, is he at the airport? And I said, did he? Wait a minute. And I was like so confused, but I didn't think that there would be any way that he would pay to fly 3 of my relatives out without me knowing. Like, that's such a huge thing. But I cried a lot, and it was nice. And it was good.
Yeah, you did.
After, so that it ended up being a really good trip. I got to have a good time. So
there's a video of you crying when you walk in.
I know, because I hadn't seen my mom in like over a year, and I was really scared. I remember telling Aaron like a week before that, I was like, I just want my mom. Like, I was just so upset. I was so scared. I was like, I just wish my mom was here. So he flew her out for me to surprise me.
But is it a first edition Harry Potter book 1? No.
Yeah, I don't know if it's on that level.
That was probably just as expensive as flying 3 people out to California.
We don't talk about that though. We don't worry about that.
Yeah, no, it's okay. It's okay. I mean, we might not like have groceries for like 3 months.
Yeah, we may still be paying that credit card charge off as well. So
well, here's the thing, Lindsay. If you're ever in dire straits for money, you now have something that's worth a chunk of change.
Yeah, there you go.
Or if the world ends, someone will trade you something good for that.
A hunk of meat, ammunition, for the zombie.
I'll just eat the book.
I was going to say, use the book as bait to get people to your house, then kill them and continue to eat meat for a long time.
Lindsay, that's a great idea. It's very obvious that Jessica writes dark fantasy.
I mean, I have said that, like, I will eat my nieces and nephews because they can't survive without me, but I can survive without them. Sorry.
Wow, that escalated very quickly.
Ooh,
okay. Zombie apocalypse, and it is down to survival of the fittest. They can't live without me, but I can live without them. Sorry, kids.
I would let Alfalfa eat me. I'd just be like, sure, go ahead.
Keep Jessica away from your children.
Speaking of death and eating people and all of this stuff, I discovered today the channel Ask a Mortician. Have you guys heard of it?
Yeah.
Yes, I love her so much.
I am personally offended by all of you for never telling me about this channel.
Oh,
it's so me. It's so me perfectly. And I think I binged like maybe 17 episodes all in one day.
Did you watch the ones about the death at Disney?
No, but they're on my like watch next.
Yes.
Like I'm getting there.
So good.
I'm ready.
I just want to say
they're great.
Eva said, I think I'd eat veggies before flesh. Are you insinuating that you don't eat veggies now, but you wouldn't eat apocalypse?
You just get a handful of grass.
I found a new skincare YouTube channel that's really funny.
I follow a dermatologist, and she's amazing.
I just heard you found a new skincare, and we were talking about eating people.
He's like, my skin's really good if you want to eat me.
I broke out recently.
So that was going in a completely different direction than it went.
No, but he's like this gay guy. He's like a skin specialist. And he like reacts to stuff. He's really funny.
Wait, he reacts to what? People's skin?
No, like people doing like famous YouTubers showing their skincare routine or like skincare tips on TikTok.
That is the most niche thing I have ever heard. He reacts.
No, it's not all he does.
People's skin things.
It rubs the lotion in its skin.
He's a skin reactor.
Yeah.
Well, he has over $500,000. He makes over $500,000 a year.
I'm not at all implying that, the dude.
And
I'm just saying there's a niche for everything.
I also never said that's all he did.
You said he was a skincare guy who reacts.
Hey, he also reviews stuff.
Getting real dicey in the comments.
It's all about you people.
Oh God, people are talking about TikTok.
I don't even know what that is. So
TikTok's not mini music videos anymore. It's basically Vine.
I'm old, so I don't know.
Vine for sure. Dude, there's nothing worse than hearing old people talk about TikTok. It's the cringiest thing ever.
So I listen to a lot of podcasts and watch a lot of videos about like building your business and stuff because I have one. And so many people, like so many experts now are like recommending to make a TikTok channel because where all the new customers are.
I'm just like, no. Like that's so cringy
to me. Why would one do that? Leave suggestions down below for our TikTok AuthorTube channel.
Oh God. We can start making up like raps about writing.
That's not even what people do anymore. It would just be me writing for a second, and then it would cut to me crying, and it would end.
It's just like, ugh.
So a day in the life of Kevin. Got it.
It's just me crying.
I was just crying a minute ago, but it was from laughing. So.
Oh, I cry from lots of reasons.
All right, let's do another writing sprint.
Is that what we're here for?
I mean, yeah. No, I always say we're here for, talking and a little bit of writing. That's how this goes. So, yeah.
You know who you sound like? Sometimes, Laura? You do like a vocal fry that makes you be like, you know what I like about high school girls?
Yeah, now you got funny.
Stay the
I
same
get older,
age.
they
That's what
stay
you sound
the
like.
same age. Yeah.
That's what you sound like.
All right, all right, all right.
All right.
Disgusting.
He was the worst character in that movie, but it's an amazing movie. So
The worst, best character in that movie.
I always say that to our brother Jason
Or
too,
the
because he
worst
like lives in a small town, like he lives in our hometown, is really small, and he's still single, and so he's pretty much exhausted all of the options of like, you know, women in the town. And he like refuses to date anyone that lives like outside the area because it's too much work for him. So every time, like, I was like, you know, graduation's coming up, Jason, got a new crop to look through. You know, it's like he gets older and they stay the same age.
It's disgusting.
He doesn't date young women. He just doesn't date anybody. So if you're single and you're interested in my brother, I put a picture of him on Instagram. Hit him up. He hates when I do that.
To live in that town.
He actually hates when I do that too, because everyone like comments, your brother's so cute.
Yeah, is anyone here willing to think my brother's attractive and then move to a small town?
Yeah, moved to a really crappy small town in Illinois.
I mean, I already live in one
job.
crappy small
A very
town. What's
good
the
job.
difference between another one and this one? Do you
He
guys
does have a
corn
good
there?
job. We do have corn and beans. That's all we have.
Actually, it was really funny, Kevin, because so this Christmas was the first time Damien met our family. And remember, Kevin, we asked him if he thought Jason was cute. He was like, yeah, he's like on the hotter side. And Kevin was like, oh, how could you? He's like, he's closer to hot than cute. And Kevin was so offended.
I was offended. I was like,
You were like, oh, how dare you? It was funny.
yeah, but
He's not built, no. He's a skinny wiener. He's like a little skinny dude.
he is very
I'm like,
skinny.
are you marketing off your brother on the internet and then you also just talked about his wiener?
No, he's a skinny wiener. That's what you call skinny people. They're skinny wieners. I
I've
think
never heard that in my life.
anything that's skinny.
Ew. I'm gonna tell Jason. I'm gonna text him right now. Laura's talking about your wiener on the
Internet,
line.
you're a skinny wiener. He does have health insurance, Kate, and he has a very good job. He gets paid a lot of money to live in a super cheap town. So, cheers to that.
And Kate, you can marry him and get health insurance, and you'll be closer to me and Lindsay. It's great.
Yeah, Illinois. It's right on the Indiana border.
Oh,
All right. Let's do another 15-minute writing sprint.
I'm just gonna
Did
sit
you
here and cry.
Kevin, did you really text Jason?
Mm-mm.
Oh, I'll kill you if you do that. All right, guys. Let's do a 15-minute sprint. I was like, I don't want to get text from Jason. Actually, he's been in our chat before. I don't want him jumping in here.
Oh, that's right. He has been.
So, all right. So we're gonna do 15 minutes. We'll go ahead and just start now, since Jessica says the lag doesn't matter. We're just gonna do it right now. 15 minutes. All right.
Ready, go. For fuck's sake.
Time up.
That was scary.
Does someone here have a pet bird?
Yes, I can hear that. Okay.
Yeah, Jessica does.
I thought I was going insane. Okay, I'll be right back really quick. I have to pee.
Okay.
What kind of bird do you have?
An African gray parrot,
Really?
like this big. She will be 20 this year.
Wow.
Did you adopt her?
I got her when she's a baby.
Oh.
She was like 6 months old when we got her.
Oh, Aaron and I want one so bad, but I'm afraid that my dog would scare it, and it would die.
I mean, my dog's 85 pounds and she kicks his ass.
Really?
Oh,
What
yeah.
I'm afraid of is like Khaleesi wouldn't try to kill the bird, but she would be like excited by it. You know what I mean? She'd be like jumping and like excited because she's still a puppy, you know, and she's very excitable. And I'd be afraid that the bird would have like a heart attack or something.
Well, Flash is really bad about killing chickens, but he is terrified of the parrot.
Really?
Yes. I think it's because like we have one of those big stand-up cages where it, takes up floor to ceiling space.
Mm-hmm.
And so when they're puppies, she will go down and like as they're sniffing their cage, she'll bite them on the nose.
That's cute.
She teaches them to be afraid of her.
Yeah.
So
Respect.
yeah, I mean she's
All fear at a young age.
very smart. So
Yeah, I would love a smart bird. I had an 8th grade teacher who had it's green, but it's like one of those ones that talks. I don't remember what kind it was. A macaw, maybe.
could be.
Maybe, but anyway, she would bring it. She had a big cage in our classroom as well, so she would bring it to work with her. And then during class, it would just like walk around, and it would come to your desk. And she would. His name was Kiwi. And she would
talk about Kiwi.
Yeah, you're talking about Kiwi. And she would like take it as well, and she'd swing him around the room, and he'd go wee when she would swing. It was like the cutest thing. Never since then, I'm like, I want a little bird. And, like you'd be like working on your test, and he'd come hop over and like bite at your pencil and stuff. But he was like really cute, like, yeah. And it was like her like baby. Like she took him everywhere. She even had a perch in her shower. He would like shower with her. Yeah. It was very that.
Mine's not that nice. She hates me. She loves mom. And like mom, she'll give mom kisses. Like she'll put her beak on mom's lips and give her kisses. And like me, I can barely feed her without losing fingers.
Oh my gosh.
So every time mom will let her out so she can like fly around and hang out in the house and be out and free.
Mm-hmm.
And she will find me. Like I'll be sitting here and I'll hear her little feet clickety clacking on the floor, like sneaking up behind me. And I'm like, there is a velociraptor in my room. Go away. I'll text mom like your bird has me trapped. Come and get her.
I just love that. Like she will find me.
Yeah.
I was like, I mean, obviously you've never been in my house, so like I hope not. And so like you won't get the full effect of this, but she was like in the living room and I was clear in another room on the other side of the house getting laundry out of the dryer, and she just took off flying. And she doesn't fly great because she had her wings clipped for probably the first 10 years, and then after that she's just never really tried to fly anyway. But like she tries to fly off at the top of the cage and all I hear is her coming for me. And she lands on my back, and I just like cover my ears and tuck in. Like, don't eat my ears. Don't do it. Like, she will find me.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter where I'm at. If I'm behind the door, she will find me.
You live in terror.
I do.
I love it. That's so funny.
That's hilarious.
Jeez.
And my mom loves her. So she has to live here. And so do I. It's very scary.
If it was up to me, my husband, we would just have like a million animals. We'd have like 50 dogs and a bunch of cats and a bunch of birds. And like every time we see any animal, we're like, oh, I want one of those. So no kidding.
At my house, you'll change your mind.
Just the animals, no babies.
Well, I mean, we have like I think we're up to 6 dogs, 7 horses, somewhere around like 60 chickens.
See, I don't do horses though. Horses scare me.
Yeah, they're too big.
I'm afraid they'll like bite my head and stomp me to death or something. They're very scary.
City slickers. They don't know how to work a rodeo around.
City slicker. I'm from the middle of nowhere. But
I'm living literally in the middle of the woods where there's currently wild turkeys and deer in my backyard.
All I'm saying is I do not have the chops to be a horse girl.
What, Aaron? And bunnies. Yeah, Khaleesi was chasing a bunny around the yard today. And Khaleesi was hopping at it instead of running. So there's this bunny hopping around the yard, and then my little mini schnauzer's hopping behind her, like straight up in the air of the cartoon, like just hopping behind her. I was like, oh my God, you're gonna give that poor bunny a heart attack.
It's easier to kill them when they have a heart attack. Wait, that's
she would never. She just wants to play. Like she wants to play with every animal she comes across. Yeah, she just wants to. It's like, oh my God, a bunny! Let's play. Let's hop around. So that bunny's like, hell no, I'm getting the hell out of here.
Our old dog Ruby, she's 15. She'll be 16 this year. We couldn't have cats for the longest time because every time I would get a kitten, she would kill it because she would play with it too hard.
She's like Lenny from Mice and Men.
She just wanted to play with it, and she would just play too hard.
Lindsay, I know.
It's rough, man.
Remember Lenny? He used to pet him too hard and break their necks.
The look on Lindsay's face. We've killed her. She's gone. Her soul has left.
I forgot that entire story. Like I haven't thought about that since like 6th grade.
Oh, Mice and Men?
Traumatized.
With Lenny? Do you remember in A Mice and Men there was also Curly, who, in order to keep his wife happy, he kept one hand in a glove with Vaseline to keep it soft?
Yeah.
Scandalous.
I remember reading it like as an undergrad and being like, does no one else realize what he's talking about here? This guy's disgusting. He's the worst. So I love Steinbeck though. I'm like a huge Steinbeck fan. So I make a lot of Lenny references.
There's that.
Yeah, TV it was.
I've never read that one, so.
Mice and Men's very good, and the movie is very good as well. But my favorite Steinbeck is East of Eden. If you don't want to read the book, there's a movie version. It's also very good with James Dean in it. So
I would be more likely to read the book than watch the movie because, again, I turned my TV on for 3 months.
That's right. So I love East of Eden.
But I have been reading, so that's good, I guess.
You ever need classic recommendations? Let me know.
I have been reading The Wives by Taryn Fisher for like the last 2 days, and I literally have just spent my entire days yelling at my phone because I'm listening to it on audio, and it has literally just been like, you deserve better than this, and he's a dick, leave him alone, and just like random. And today it got way worse, got plot twisty.
I don't know that book. What is it? The Wives?
The Wives by Taryn Fisher. It's newish, I do believe. Lindsay says yes.
She was self-published, and this is like is this her first like
I think so, yeah.
published? Yeah. She like got huge self-publishing.
Oh, good for her.
Thrillers, which correct me if I'm wrong, someone in the chat, but I don't think thrillers is like a huge thing with self-publishing the way it is with traditional publishing. So the fact that she like blew up is like amazing. Like she's
She
doing
also did romances, but she did thrillers as well. She's really
okay.
she's really good friends with Colleen Hoover, and they both
Oh.
were doing traditional, and then was doing self-publishing, and then Colleen went traditional, and now she's back to self. And yeah, so I've never read any of her stuff before, but I'm enjoying this book. It's one of the things where like you're in the brain of a woman who is like, I mean, it's not a spoiler, it's the dang plot, is that she is married to a guy who has 2 other wives. They're like polygamists, but the girls don't actually see each other. So that like she agreed to marry a man knowing that he was already married to someone else, and knowing that she would like only get to spend 1 day a week with them. And it's been like 5 or 6 years. And I'm just like yelling at the phone the whole time. You're an idiot. So it's great.
Is she an idiot because you think she's an idiot because she's in polygamy, or because the husband's not a good guy?
The second one.
Okay.
Testing you.
Well, I was just curious. Not whether or not I wanted to read it. Like, I didn't want to.
You can be a polygamist if you want to. I don't really care.
That's the thing with me. Like, whatever you want to do is fine with you if you're okay with it. You know, like.
But I think it's like the mental manipulation behind getting them to agree to it.
And unfortunately, that's often what happens in those types of relationships, you know. And I'm not okay with that, but like, I don't tell people what to do with their lives. I just, you know, like in general, like vaguely, you know, we're talking generalizations.
I think this is good. Like, I'm definitely gonna check it out. Do you guys watch Books and Lala? Because she's
of course. Yes.
Yeah.
Never heard of her.
She's pretty much the only booktuber that I watch who is not also an AuthorTuber that I'm friends with. She's the only one like independent. Although I did watch Common Spence, but he hasn't made a video in like forever. So
it's been off for a while.
Yeah.
I watch more booktubers than AuthorTubers. So
who?
I watch more booktubers than AuthorTubers.
I watch every Books and Lala video. It doesn't matter what it's about. I just
I listen to her a lot at work because I just like to hear her talk. She's like a really nice voice, like to listen to. So
she's so creative. That's what I love.
Yeah, she's like soft spoken, you know. Like I don't know, I just like her. She's good.
Our chat is very quiet.
Yeah, traditional.
People in the chat, why are you being so quiet?
Yeah, talk more, fuckers.
Right.
Fuckers is gender neutral. It's my favorite cuss word.
Kristen, how dare you say that getting a dog made you realize you're a cat person?
I love a cat.
I mean, who doesn't love a cat? But dogs are amazing. They are angels on this earth.
I don't think there's any animal I don't like, to be honest.
I have 6 dogs and 2 cats, so I have more cats, but cats hate each other.
What?
Sorry, Jessica, what did you say? I'm sorry.
I don't know. What did you say?
I was talking about Kevin. He said there's not animals that he doesn't like, and there are like scary ones I don't like. Like I don't think that's gonna eat me in the dark, deep ocean.
Yeah,
I'm good.
Or horses, because they'll eat you on fucking land.
Yeah, I do like those kind of animals though when they're like.
Horses don't eat meat.
Kill me.
They're vegetarians.
They will. I'm a legit snack. They will eat me.
Yeah.
Have you watched read the Scorpio Races by Maggie Stiefvater? Because she would beg to differ.
Listen, I haven't, but I also know that they're not just regular horses.
I'm with you, girl.
I don't like her style of writing. I know it's amazing. Like she's very talented. I'm like blown away by it, but it also is just not my cup of tea. So.
Listen, Taylor, now that you have admitted on the internet that you know that pigs eat everything, you cannot use that as a way to get away with murder. You cannot hide a body that way now. None of us can. Thanks for ruining it for everybody.
Actually, the best way to get away with murder is antifreeze. So, if you wanted to know, it's odorless, tasteless, and you can put it in Coke, and they would never even notice.
Ooh.
Okay.
And no one looks for it in an autopsy unless they're given a heads up for it, so it wouldn't show up.
There's also about 13 different varieties of plant species that grow native to Ohio.
They just grow native, or they could kill you. Are we talking about the fauna and flora of Ohio, or is this related to killing people? I'm just curious.
There's like 13 species of plants that grow native in Ohio that you can use to kill people.
Okay, thank you. All right, just wanted to clarify. Yeah, if the FBI wasn't listening before. I just got done watching like a true crime thing where the woman killed her entire family with antifreeze, and they were talking about how it's like it's a common go-to if you want to like kill your family, apparently.
And insulin.
Oh yeah, you can really easily kill
Because her
someone.
body produces insulin naturally, so it's not something that they typically look for because it should be there. But high doses of it can kill you. So
anyway, I don't look into ways to kill people.
I'm not Googling it. Okay,
Spiders also.
I have to fall asleep to true crime. It's weird. So I listen to it when I go to bed. It gives my husband nightmares. So I have to listen to it on my phone and put it under my pillow so he can't hear it. So FBI. Like, I don't know. He's like, I don't know what kind of psycho you are that you can fall asleep to like murder and that kind of stuff, but that's what helps me.
Have you ever dreamed that you were being chased and murdered by a man made out of spaghetti and meatballs? Because I have.
No.
Eat him, girl.
No.
Turn around and
just turn around and eat him.
Like, how is he made out of like he was a man made out of spaghetti and meatball? I don't understand.
That's my perfect man. Send him my way, sis.
Most of my dreams are like I'm like a 12-year-old girl and I have a crush on a boy and I get really excited when he holds my hand and then I wake up. That's literally my dreams. I'm like a 12-year-old girl in like every one of my dreams, and they're like these G-rated like YA scenarios.
Wow.
It's like the weirdest. I fall asleep to like murder and like and I have the most G-rated dreams you would ever imagine. It's bizarre. There's weird stuff happening up here.
I typically dream of either being murdered or murdering. So
almost all of my dreams have involved kissing and holding hands. And that's it. So it's very
contemporary author, dark adult,
exactly.
author.
Exactly. That's funny.
Tonight we'll all dream of cannibalism, Taylor says. You're not wrong.
I just have anxiety dreams.
Oh, I do have those too.
Do you guys dream about your teeth falling out? Because I dream that all the time. They say that's anxiety.
That means good things are going to happen to you.
No, that's a stress dream.
Yeah, it's a stress. Or at least that's what I've heard.
Yeah.
I think it's if you're grinding your teeth in your sleep. Like in your dream, you're grinding your teeth till they fall out, then it's a stress dream. I don't know.
Huh.
My stress dreams are always me drunk, but like or like intoxicated to the point where I can't walk or keep my head up and something important is always happening and I can't function to like do it. And then I wake up like every time. Then I'm like, I didn't take my pills. So that's how I know when I didn't take my meds before I go to bed.
I tend to have like where I'm trying to like stop something bad from happening, like trying to tell somebody something, and my mouth is like full of chewing gum, and like I'm trying to scoop it out, and I can't get enough of it out to be able to talk, and then whatever the bad thing is happens, and then we all move on.
Ew.
Chased by men made out of spaghetti and meatballs.
And you're there chewing bubble gum while they chase you.
I have dreams where like I'll know I've had the dream before, and I know how it ended before, so then I try to change it, but I make it worse. Those are fun.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of like, if you remember, like That's So Raven and other typical teenage shows where people can see the future, them trying to stop the future from happening is what makes the future happen. Like if they were like, oh, I had this horrible vision, and you just like laid back and let it happen, it would never happen. That's right.
I appreciated that So Raven reference though. So.
I mean,
we lost Lindsay.
No, Lindsay!
She was like, peace out. I don't like That So Raven. That was so Raven of Lindsay.
You need to check and make sure she doesn't come back at the bottom, Laura.
I know, I'm watching for her. She's not there right now.
No! Do you mean to drive to her house to find out what's going on?
There she is. She's back.
Not to us.
Hold on, I gotta add her. She's back.
I don't see her yet. There she is. There she is.
You're
yeah,
in a
right.
different.
We thought you were
My
upset
Wi-Fi
about the
sucks
That's So
so bad.
reference.
The what?
We thought you were upset about the That's So
reference?
Raven reference. You're like, no, I hate That's So Raven. I'm out. I refuse to speak about Raven.
Screw you guys.
Oh, Charlotte.
No, I just have really bad connection.
All right. I think we should do one more, at least one more 15-minute to round this out.
TB, Lindsay left because she was sick of us.
I volunteered to drive to your house and make sure you were okay.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate it.
How far away do you guys live from each other, though? It's a few hours, yeah? No?
It's,
Like an hour and a half-ish.
Oh, that's not
yeah. Yeah. I drive up there at least every summer, though, because there's like this outdoor drama in Chillicothe, and that's like an Ohio thing. Like if you're in Ohio and you go to it. So I'm very close to here.
What is it? An outdoor what?
Drama.
Like a play, yeah.
It's a play of.
There was like drama going down, and every month, every summer, you have to like get the tea.
Yes, okay.
I'll see in the summer, so I drive on down.
Not a lot of drama. A lot of people died. Very depressing.
That's funny. All right, let's do one last 15-minute sprint so we can actually feel like we got something accomplished.
I got stuff accomplished.
I accomplished slurring my words already, so I drank a little. I almost finished off this
Fill in a map. I mean, come on.
That reminds me, I watched the while I'm getting this ready, I watched the Dora the Explorer movie, and it was better than you would expect.
I had the adult version of Dora the Explorer a couple weeks ago on my Instagram because we went out to eat and bought like 6 bottles of wine at dinner because that's how we roll. And they ran out of bags. And so I was just like putting them in my backpack. I had like 6 bottles of wine in my backpack because that's what I carry as a purse. I was just rolling out with a backpack full of wine. Don't mind me.
I've never had a backpack full of wine. I have had a backpack full of beer that I stole from my grandma's house when I was in high school. And I think it was a Ronald McDonald backpack.
And now grandma knows everything.
I would steal it from my step grandma's house. I would steal it, and then it was when I was old enough to drive myself. I had my own car, and I'd be like, "Mom, I don't feel good. I'm gonna go home early. Y'all stay here." It was like Christmas. I stole a bunch of beer out of the cooler, and then I went and got drunk at home before everyone got home. And then I tried to throw them away in the alley, but there was like ice on the back porch, so I fell through one of the steps on the porch. I have a lot of drunken high school stories, so I was a bad kid. Yeah, what you'll learn is that I did way more drinking before I was 21 than after, for sure.
That's saying something.
I was a bad kid, wasn't I, Kevin?
Yeah, I was young enough.
I drank a lot. I smoked cigarettes. I had a lot of piercings. I listened to heavy metal. I was that kid. So.
Kevin looks like he's miserable. Are you having a bad day?
Not feeling very good with the sickness, but I'm hanging in there. We're good.
All right, let's do a last 15 minutes, and we'll just do it right meow. We'll start. Boom. We did it. Okay, I'm gonna set an alarm this time. All right.
Oh, all right.
All right, people.
What if I want to go left?
No.
Too bad.
Harsh.
Look, sometimes you gotta take a stand, you know?
Nope.
By the way, I can hear you guys. Is my camera working? Because you guys are all frozen, but I can hear you.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll just run with it.
You don't need to see us.
I'm sorry.
I feel like you've been wearing a lot of tie-dye lately. Or, like,
The same one. It's the same one I wore in Illinois.
like, is that like a mood? Is that like a thing?
This is it's my pajama tie-dye because it's big and comfy.
How come you haven't moved into your new apartment yet? What's going on with that?
Don't we want to ask how people did with the writing first?
Oh yeah. I'm sorry. I've had almost an entire bottle of champagne. So how are
No,
you writing?
we don't care how everybody do with their writing. We want to know why Kevin hasn't moved into his apartment yet, obviously.
Guys,
So-
hold on. Kevin got a new apartment in Anaheim near Disneyland.
Yeah, I talked about it in my last video.
Yeah, but
And,
we're talking about it now. Okay.
so we moved down 2 carloads full of stuff just because I've had to work, and
Yeah.
my department's so small that it's only me and one other person in the mornings, and she's on vacation this entire week, so I can't take any time off this week. So we're just moving a couple carloads down the last 2 days, and I think we're gonna do another one tomorrow. I don't know, but we're probably gonna rent a van a moving thing next weekend to move the rest of the stuff.
And you never know. In a month, you might be seeing a special guest walking behind Kevin as he does his live. Kevin might have a little house guest next month. Not me.
It's not Laura.
Not me. But it may be someone who's related to me. So, maybe. Are you guys intrigued by that?
No.
I just want to see
It may be my husband. Spoiler alert. So.
Yeah.
I just want to see the alfalfa loaf.
I think he's sleeping with Damien right now. He's in my video that's going up tomorrow.
No, Taylor, not my cute brother. It's my cute husband. Aaron and I are trying to get back to LA. So, that might happen this year. So you never know.
I'm pretty far from LA.
Another spoiler alert.
Yeah. You're not that far from LA. Shut up.
So what you're saying is that you don't like it in the middle of the country, so far away from Kevin.
No,
She's not in the middle. She's not even in the middle. She's in the very end.
no, I hate it. Actually, it's horrible.
It's just because she misses me so much.
Please, you miss me, Kevin. Let's get it. Let's not.
Who are you? I don't even care. What?
It's you're the one who are like, me and Damien wish you and Aaron were still here.
No,
Oh
Damien.
my, don't act like you don't love me.
Damien does. I don't.
Don't act like you don't love me. If you guys go back, if you guys want to go to my personal channel, Laura 2.0, and go to my old videos, there's lots of me and Kevin doing a lot of fun stuff. Lindsay's seen one where we were trying food.
Yes. M&M's, all the different flavors.
Yeah.
It does not mean I care about you.
Harry made it weird. He said, "You're a wizard, Harry."
Oh, yeah.
It was wild. It was a time.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh, we had a good time together.
Does not mean I care about you.
Wow. I'm crying. It's fine.
Love is beautiful, isn't it?
I love you guys, and I miss you too.
I just want to say though, we're so fucking excited for our new apartment. It's so much better than our current apartment. It is smaller though, so that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but it's better. It's nicer. It
has a parking spot. It has a washer and dryer.
I've been trying to tell you that shit for years to get out of the city, live in the suburbs where you can park. Parking in LA is like the worst. I
even have a central air.
Oh God! And I've been telling you that too, and I've been telling you to get somewhere that had washer dryer. So
you didn't even have washer and dryer.
Not in our last place, but we've had it everywhere else.
I don't think I could live without central air.
Oh my God! Right? I was like, Kevin, how are you living?
Yeah.
Like, how are you living with just one window unit?
Well, in our current apartment, it's not too bad because we don't get any natural, like not a single ray of sunlight, like natural light comes from windows.
Summer.
So no, well, it was hot, but it was like it's at night it gets cold in our apartment.
Well, of course, yeah. Because LA doesn't have humidity, so as soon as the sun goes down, it gets cold. So you could literally have it be like 102 in the afternoon, but at night it'll be like 40 degrees and you'll feel like you're gonna die. Like you have to basically take a sweater everywhere you go, because if you're just standing in the shade, it'll be cold.
That is why if you ever go to Disney and you're going to be there at night, you should bring a sweater, because it'll be hot during the day, but your ass will sweat to death.
Yeah, you'll be during the day, you'll get fucking freezing at night. I was actually we were going through some old clothes, and I was like, Aaron, do you remember when you got me this sweater? It was like one of my Star Wars sweaters.
You were like,
yeah, I was like, Kevin and Aaron went on the Autopia ride, and I sat it out. And when Aaron got off the ride, I was literally shaking. Like, I couldn't stop shaking. I was so cold. It was like the middle of the summer, and I had gotten sunburn in the morning. So Aaron's like, "Oh my god, I'll buy you a sweatshirt." Jesus.
Yes, and sunburn and shivers is like the weirdest experience.
It's the worst.
Yeah.
It was so funny watching Laura shake, though.
Taylor, I live in North Carolina in the swamp right now, and the humidity is literally the worst. My hair in LA was a 10. It's like a 3 in California, because the humidity just makes it so poofy and so gross and terrible and horrible, and I hate it. I hate it here. And I want to go.
Laura's gonna start crying on camera.
I don't talk about it. Every time I talk to Kevin about moving back to LA, I start crying. So I can't talk about it. Because we tried to move back to Aaron's hometown. It's not working. I need to go back. So
it does get cold in Anaheim. For those of you who don't, I mean, I've told some people, but like the day we were leaving for Illinois, I got a parking ticket, and I was like, I'm so fucking tired of LA.
Classic. Dude, I was actually, because you didn't tell me that, but you told Matthew, that's one of our brothers, and I was like, dude, that's so classic LA. I cannot tell you how many parking tickets Aaron had. When we left LA, he's like, oh, I need to pay my parking ticket before we move. I was like, well, how many do you have? He had like, oh my god, I can't even tell you how many he had. I was like, he just was racking them up.
They're expensive here too.
Oh my god, the parking tickets in LA are just so bad.
The street cleaning parking tickets where I live are $73, and if you park in a red zone, it's like $96.
Well, our apartment complex where we live, we only had one parking spot, so Aaron had to park on the street, and they did street sweeping, and Aaron never remembered to move his damn car. So we got so many parking tickets for that.
I've had two at this apartment. I've had two at this apartment, one at the old apartment, and one when I went to a pop-up in Burbank, because they were.
Now where I live, we just park in my front yard. We just literally pull right up to my fucking front door because we're too lazy to drive our to carry our groceries. So we just drive right up to the door.
Lizelle, the reason why everyone drives in LA is there is not a good public transportation system.
No, public transit is horrible in LA. That's why Alexa Dunn in her video, she talks about how she takes the train to work, and I'm like,
I don't know where she works. She must work down the street from her apartment.
I was like, oh my god, you're like the only person I know who takes public transit. Holy crap.
She must live really close. I don't even know what train she would take.
I couldn't believe it. I really couldn't believe it. I don't know anyone who takes public, except for Robert, my friend Robert, who is perpetually unemployed. He's the only one I know who takes public transportation.
Yeah, it's so, because LA is developed so spread out, because back before earthquake technology. So like to be able to get from one end to the other, even though there is a train, it takes forever, like 4 hours. It's nuts.
Oh God. I just want to say, you guys, also, this is the last of this bottle. Once I finish this, I drink the entire bottle of champagne.
I didn't even finish my White Claw.
Don't ever dare me to chug stuff, because I am the beer bong champion of.
No, you used to be. That was like 30 years ago. Calm down.
Hold on, let me get it out. I did 6 beer bongs in less than 10 minutes.
And how old were you? Like 14? I was 14 anymore.
20.
So that was like 30 years ago.
And I was on my knees when I did them, and then when I went to go get up, I face planted and laid there for like 30 minutes. Aaron was like, yo, are you alive? Are you okay? Are you good? No, wait, Aaron wasn't there. It was somebody else.
A different.
It was before Aaron. So I was 19, actually.
The scandal.
I wish I could take public transport, because I think about all the time how much money I pay in cars and how like expensive it is.
Dude, you would not want to get around LA in public transportation though. Like,
no, I know. No, I wouldn't. But I wish that we had a system.
Forever to get anywhere. It'd be worse than.
Like, I wish we had a system for it here, but we just don't.
That's right, Grape Fry. I'm about to finish off this bottle right here. I drank this I literally opened this for the writing chat thing.
Okay. Chug it. Anyway.
I'm gonna do it right now.
While Laura's gonna barf all over the place.
Done. No, face plant. What's funny though is I only drink now during these. During Thursday. I don't drink any other time during the week. In fact, everyone, including Kevin, was drinking over Christmas, but me. I was the only one who did not drink.
Why you say including Kevin as if it's like some like what?
Oh my God, Kevin.
We were playing this really weird game.
I didn't get drunk.
Drinking but me.
I didn't get drunk once.
And my brother Jason took some very unflattering pictures of me. I did not appreciate and sent them to me. And I was like, wow, thank you for these before pictures. I'm going to need these someday. I was like, these are very unflattering. And I was not even drunk. I was just fat and sitting on the couch. They were not cute. So I did not appreciate those.
You know what my aunt says that like is the worst thing ever, but the best thing ever? She talks about how like people always say like, that's a horrible picture of me. And she's like, but that's what you look like.
I know, right? But it's not like 100% true because I've seen people take better pictures of themselves than they actually look. You know, it's all about angles and lighting and, you know.
Right. But it's like, you hate that picture of you because it looks horrible. And she's like, but when you, I'm like, but yeah, because like when you look like this, she's like, yeah, but when you look like this, that's what you look like. And I'm like,
okay, but that's how I look to my brother. I don't want it memorialized for
everyone.
Like,
I'm not saying that like it's a bad picture. I'm saying that like I took a really bad picture.
Yeah.
Laura, make it your author photo.
That's the thing. Like, oh my God, you guys, it's so bad. Like, it's like the worst I've ever seen of myself ever. And I was wearing like my Christmas pajamas because we took a picture of all of us wearing.
Oh God.
Yeah, which were
terrified.
So funny, Kevin. We actually found our Christmas pajamas just today. So we had these like pajamas that were matching, Aaron and I. And right when we were getting ready to leave for Illinois, we couldn't find the pants to one, and we needed to have matching pajamas to take this fucking picture. So Aaron went to the store and tried to get new matching pajamas, and all they had were these women's pajamas that were like Christmas ones with like schnauzers on it, right? So Aaron just bought them. And I was like, Aaron, those are women's pajamas. And he was like, yeah, but who cares? Like, no one will know. I'm like, they're V-neck, like they're scoop neck.
No, they were super
scoop neck. He was like, no. So then Christmas morning, he goes to put them on so we can take this picture, and he's got this scoop neck, and all his chest hairs. I was like, you're wearing a women's top with a scoop neck. It's going to be noticeable. What are you talking about?
Turn it around.
Oh, God.
We have a picture.
Jessica, Jesus.
What?
He put an undershirt on so that he had something under it.
Okay.
I would have thought about that, turning it around.
Yeah, the neck line is different in the back. Just turn it around.
I didn't think about that. I just thought, oh my God, you're going to take this freaking picture. And you got a lady scoop neck.
Well, if it makes you feel better, all I seen in that picture was, my God, Damien looks terrified. So,
it was Damien's first time meeting the rest of the family besides me and Aaron. So
he looked terrified.
He just hates getting his picture taken, actually. He's fine.
I was worried about him.
My brother Jason and my dad were in like reindeer onesies. So that was funny.
I'm looking at the picture now.
Look at.
Yeah. I don't know if you can tell.
Hiding behind you though, so you can't see me.
Yeah, he was like, block it. We got this in the women's department at Kohl's.
Not terrible in every photo you uploaded.
No, you don't.
You don't? You're fine.
Yeah.
Who are the ones in the reindeer?
So that's my brother Jason and my dad.
Okay.
Yeah.
The little family is so cute. It's funny, I like looking at all of the siblings and like seeing how you all kind of look alike but different.
We all look very different, but there's like some similarities. Yeah.
Damien and I got our pajamas from a broke down Sears. That was definitely going out of business.
I can't believe you found a Sears that was open.
Right. Where's a Sears?
We didn't need to. We were trying to go to like Old Navy, and we got to the mall. It was like Sears, and we were walking through it, and they had a huge display of Christmas pajamas.
And you were like, bingo.
Mm-hmm. Oh, thanks for coming, Lizelle.
Thank you for coming.
Bye, Lizelle.
See, I thought we were all gonna get the same pajamas. Like my brother Matthew, like they're the ones who have Matthew and Lauren and their son Nolan. They were like, "Oh yeah, we want to take a picture where everyone like has Christmas pajamas on." I was like, "Okay, cool. Like, tell us which ones to get." And they're like, "Oh no, we already bought ours, and they're sold out now." I was like, "Oh, I thought we were gonna like all wear the same." So they're like, "No, just each family has." I don't know, but yeah, I
all the same family.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just saying, Kohl's sold matching pajamas for the family and the pets.
I know, but we didn't get ours until like 2 days before Christmas. So they were like, they only had the women's with the schnauzers. But it worked with the schnauzers because we have a mini schnauzer. So Aaron's like, they have our dog on it. So
I want to go on record.
Matching ones with the dogs.
I want to go on record as saying that Sears is like totally fat phobic. They make all their clothes so small. I don't wear the size I bought in pajamas is not the size I normally wear. It's a size up, and even that was a little too tight, so I wore it for the picture and then changed because I was like,
99% of places are fat phobic. Okay.
I was like, I have to wear 2 sizes bigger than I normally do. Fuck that.
Do you remember when I bought stuff off of Wish?
Yeah.
And I bought like a 6X, and it was like
it fit me.
Barely fit Kevin.
When I was skinny.
Barely fit Kevin. It was skinny.
It's because it's a Chinese 6X.
I know.
And they're this big around. And I can say that I'm Asian.
I was like 6X. I mean, I don't wear 6X in real life. I was like, so it'll definitely fit because I know there's like Asian sizes. But no, 6X. I bought like a romper and Kevin wore it. And I got pictures of Kevin in my romper.
Why aren't those on Instagram for me?
I will be. I
was skinnier. I don't want to look back on how skinny I was at the time. This past year was not good to my waistline.
Me
Listen, Kevin, go watch like any of the first videos that I did when I first started my channel, and they're like, I was like so skinny, and now I'm loud.
Yeah, dude. 2018, I lost like 75 or 85 pounds, and then 2019, I put it all back on, every single fucking pound. So 2020, baby, I'm gonna lose it again. Not if I keep drinking entire bottles of champagne though, because now all I want to do is eat a fucking pizza when I get out of this. So that's not good.
That's not helping the situation any.
No, it's definitely not. Yeah, I learned this is when we first found out about Wish. It was like before we knew. This was like years ago. Do you remember? We bought like a bunch of stuff off of Wish. Me and Aaron.
Aaron also bought a bunch of shit off of Groupon, but it was mostly Wish.
Yeah, but the stuff on Groupon we actually still use. Yeah, Aaron went through like a spurt where he was like buying everything off of Groupon and Wish. But they're good deals. Look at all this stuff.
I buy stickers and stuff on Wish.
Oh, they have stickers and stuff? I didn't know that.
They just take the problem is they can sometimes take a long time to get to you.
Oh, it does. It definitely does. I think it took me like I think it was a full month and a half to 2 months. Yeah. But I paid like $1 for like stickers.
My agent is based in Israel, and they don't have Walmart over there. You can't buy from Walmart.com, and they don't even have like quick Amazon delivery. Like it takes like 2 weeks, but they can get Wish really quickly. So she said basically everyone there uses Wish when they need stuff.
Really, that's interesting.
Like Amazon, there's not even an Amazon facility in Israel.
Mm. Well, it is kind of a war zone. Maybe there's some.
I just have copious amounts of planner accessories. It's fine.
Dude, Grape Pie, it was literally like 2017. It was like 2016, 2017. He was just buying so much shit off Groupon. Yeah. I have frozen pizzas. We bought some frozen pizzas from Costco, so it ain't gonna be anything fancy.
I'm making spaghetti. I'm making pasta for dinner after this.
We had spaghetti and meatballs in my Instant Pot.
We literally had that for dinner last night.
I want an Instant Pot so bad.
My aunt bought me a Ninja Foodie Compact for Christmas.
We got a Ninja for Christmas.
Yeah, it's great. I haven't used anything else. I mean, I got it the first week of December. I got it early, and I haven't cooked with anything else since I got it.
We got a Ninja and we got an air fryer. Oh my god, air fryer will change your life, yo! It will change your life. Bacon in an air fryer.
I work with a girl who I'm just really good friends with, and she's pretty well off. in life. So she bought me a Le Creuset pan for Christmas, and I've been too scared to use it.
Who bought you that? Do I know her?
Bridget, no. She's also the one that bought me a KitchenAid immersion blender for my birthday.
How is she well off in life? What is she? Is her parents?
Yeah, and she has no school debt, and her husband's a lawyer.
Well,
I'll take her life.
So, yeah, she bought.
Wow.
She always talks about her Le Creuset set, but she buys them used off eBay usually. But then she bought me one and sent the label and everything, and I was like, I don't know what to do with this. I feel indebted servitude, and I don't want to use it because it's so scary because it's so nice.
Yeah, but there's no point in having it if you don't use it, Kevin.
Stare at it longingly. I don't know. It took me a while to use the immersion blender, but now I use that shit all the time.
What about that waffle maker I bought you? You ever use that, Kevin?
You know damn well I do, you stupid bitch.
Kevin's favorite food is waffles. We bought him a waffle iron one year, and they didn't use it for 2 years.
It's a double-sided waffle iron. I actually want a bigger one.
So now every time he uses it, he sends me a picture of whatever he made in it. He's like, look, I'm using that fucking waffle iron you got me.
Because she's so annoying about it.
Because he didn't use it for 2 years.
That's not true. I made hash browns in it for you guys, and we still lived together. You can make hash browns in it, brownies, waffles. I made pizza.
Oh my
waffles.
God, do you remember those really good waffles we got in Pasadena that were
Yeah.
Oh my God, those were so good.
I just like watching Laura be drunk and Kevin.
I'm super drunk. I literally drank this entire bottle to myself. I have to work in the morning, so.
Meanwhile, Lindsay's blinds are emoting great.
I have to work at 3 a.m. this week instead of 4 a.m.
Yeah, but you're 3 hours behind me, so.
I know, but I have to start work at 3 a.m. tomorrow morning, not get up at 3 a.m. I have to get up at 2:30.
I'm gonna text you. So I get up at around 6. I'm gonna text you. It's 3 a.m. You must be lonely.
I am, because I'm starting when no one else is there but me. I get to work from home this week though, which is nice.
Oh, shut up! You're not even doing any work at 3 a.m. So whatever.
Actually, I had to today because it doesn't matter. No one's interested. Stacey, you can make cinnamon rolls in. Oh wait, you can make it in a waffle iron. I don't know about a fryer.
You can make anything in a waffle iron. Kevin just refuses because it was a gift from me, so he hates me. He doesn't want to use it.
I'm gonna get rid of it just because you're so. And I'm gonna buy a different one, and I'm gonna use it all the time.
Wow.
Are we so cute? You know what I was thinking? I was thinking about this. I don't think we really we didn't talk that much when we were together for Christmas, Kevin.
The whole family was there, so we were all hanging out with everyone.
He ignored me. He hates me.
Oh my fucking God, you're so irritating.
Although we did watch that "Don't Fuck with Cats" on Netflix.
We did.
I tagged you for that. Oh my God. Oh my God. I have to watch it.
Manny is real.
Manny's hand is in that video.
Real.
So it's a documentary. Has anyone watched this? Anyone that's still here? It's called "Don't Fuck with Cats." It's on Netflix. It's a documentary about a guy who killed cats on the internet, legitimately killed them, recorded it and killed it. And then these internet sleuths were trying to figure out who he was. And he just started killing people. And he was one step ahead of everybody. It was crazy.
There's two things in it that don't make sense still to me. Is how he got the video of her work, how he figured that out. And the hand in the video, there is another hand in that video. It's Manny. He's real.
The hand doesn't move, so maybe it's a fake hand.
Are you kidding me? Well, he is pretty diabolical, that guy. He could.
Dude, he's so diabolical. In the end, he literally is.
Or don't spoil it. Don't spoil it.
Okay.
Don't spoil it. I will say that it has the craziest twist in a real documentary.
Yes! Oh my God. The interrogation and what he does in the interrogation room will blow.
Even they were talking about something, and I was like, "Oh my God, that's a crazy twist, Manny. That's insane." And they were like, "Manny, I'll tell you who Manny is." And I was like, "What the fuck?"
I know. Oh my God.
You guys should watch it. It's really good.
If you don't watch anything else on Netflix but one thing this year, watch "Don't Fuck with Cats." That's what it's called. Kevin was in and out of sleep the whole time.
No, I don't know if that was. I would say awake for the whole thing.
You both were falling asleep and waking up and being no. What's going on?
No, I stayed up through the whole thing. I was asleep and woke up right when we started it. And Matt fell asleep in the middle of it.
Oh my God. Anyway. It was so good. Just couldn't look. You and Lindsay. I'm sorry. I just was remembering. It's
It's a really
good.
good show. Everyone should watch it. It is kind of sad though.
Do I have to see cats die like on
No,
screen?
they don't show the cats dying.
Okay.
No, you know I'm triggered by that stuff. I wouldn't. It was
Okay.
it was hard because he really does kill the animals in the video, and like they don't show it, but they have like a woman talking about it, and just even hearing her talk, because she was like very upset about seeing it, and even just hearing her talk about it, I was like, oh my god, I almost like couldn't keep watching. But that's a very small part of it, because like that's just how they found out about this guy, and then it escalates into like so many other things. But yeah, at the beginning, I was like, Jesus Christ, I couldn't even like. It was really hard because I am more triggered by animals dying than people dying. Like I know that sounds horrible, but
Don't fuck with cats.
like they're so defenseless and they're just so like, yeah, I can't. I can't with animals dying. It's too
Laura,
much,
go eat a pizza and calm down.
right?
Yeah. Jessica eats kids, so I mean,
Right.
Jessica, eat your kids for breakfast.
I will eat your kids for
Survive
breakfast.
without them, yo, but they can't survive without her. So
It's true.
eat them up.
Somebody
I mean, I
else is going to do it. I might as well live and do it myself.
Exactly.
As long as,
Taylor,
as
exactly.
long as it's not animals that you're eating, everything's good.
Right.
Eat your niece, not your dog. That's all I ask.
I'll make that into a t-shirt for you.
yes.
Buy my merch. Buy my merch. Eat your niece, not your dog.
I remember very distinctly there's an episode of the TV show Bones where they found like a group of people that eat people. And they talk about how like babies' faces are like the most desired part to eat because they taste like fish or something. Like they're very tender because it's a baby face.
What in the fuck is wrong with this?
I don't know why that's what I remember.
Yeah, telling me it tastes like fish is not enticing, okay?
Right.
Tell me
What
it tastes like pizza and I'll eat it, but like fish,
Right.
nothing.
Right.
If the FBI is listening, we're throwing them for a loop. They have no idea. Where should they go? Where should they go?
They were talking about serial killers. Now they're talking about
What should they focus
I don't
on?
know. If anybody's listening, it's like the Alexa sitting next to me. So
You better unplug that shit.
When you get done, it'll have pulled up a recipe for like how to eat baby face. That sounds horrifying. Should not eat that.
I do not wonder what people taste like. I bet we're fucking salty and full of preservatives.
No,
Yeah.
I think that just sounds disgusting. I can't eat anything that looks like it did when it was alive.
Same.
So that's why I don't do seafood. Like I can eat chicken because it don't look like that. Like that don't look like no chicken to me. But fish, they try to make it look like it did. Keep the head on, the freaking
See with the eyeball.
ah, God.
You gotta look that fish in the eye when you eat it.
No. Horrible.
No, I'm good.
They say the eye tastes really good.
Shut
I don't like fish in general, so I'm sure I don't like its eyeball.
up. You're eating so perky. Get out of here.
I'm serious. No, people eat fish eyeballs. It's really common.
People steaks. Where is this conversation going? Jesus Christ. How did we get here, folks? How did we get here? Okay.
I
Well-
actually asked Damien to explain to me if we were to eat humans, what of the human we would eat, because I don't understand how it correlates between like when you're eating an animal, what part of a human are you eating? I don't understand it.
Okay, well, typically,
Well, he explained it to me.
okay.
We're not eating organs.
Well, our grandma used to eat organs, like animal
I
organs,
mean, chicken giblets.
like the gizzards and stuff. She'd pop them in her mouth, like.
Typically, the majority of people use like the liver and the kidneys and the gizzards and things like that for making like stock versus actually eating it because it's
Some
not
people
a
like
very
liver.
tasty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
our grandma would eat them raw. Like when you would get the turkey, they'd come like in a bag, and she would just take them out and pop them in her mouth. Like, oh, here's a turkey heart, and then I would just die a million deaths right there in the kitchen.
Raw?
Horrifying, like literally raw, like literally.
Okay, well, that's I'm surprised. it
Just
didn't-
under 50. I don't know if these things are related. I don't know.
She died young.
She did die very young, so.
Don't eat raw chicken hearts, everybody.
What's the coincidence? Oh wait, what is that line? Significant.
Ew.
I'm trying to quote Pee Wee Herman and I can't because I'm too drunk.
Put that on a t-shirt, Kevin.
When you're too drunk,
to quote Pee Wee Herman, but I'm too
you
drunk.
have too much to drink.
I have so many t-shirt ideas after this.
What are you doing, Lindsay?
I have a standing desk and I need to stand or else I'm gonna get like achy.
I'm the opposite.
Do you want me to tell your achy breaky heart?
I was thinking that. I was thinking it, but I didn't say it. There's so much sugar in this fucking thing.
Well, now that we've completely freaked everybody out, I think that's a good place to end this.
There's like no one left to freak out.
It's just cannibals and us that are left.
Us and our friends, the cannibals.
Yeah.
17 people. It's fine.
So Cannibal
There's a metal band, I'm sure you guys have heard of it, called Cannibal Corpse.
Mhm.
And my friends in high school did a Cannibal Corpse cover band called Cannibaloni. So, I think over here about cannibals. I think of Cannibaloni. So.
I don't like bologna.
Yes.
I don't
God,
It's
thanks. Oh, I had
I
so
like-
many bologna cheese sandwiches as a kid. It's very triggering for me.
You know what's not bad though is fake bologna through tofurkey. Like it doesn't even taste like bologna. I don't know what they're going for, but
Oh, Kevin, I cannot believe you're a vegetarian. I just can't.
it's been a year now. It'll sink in eventually.
No, it'll never sink in. This is what happens when I leave LA. Kevin turns into a fucking vegetarian. My God.
He turns into someone from LA.
We found the best vegan restaurant in Anaheim, and it's right down the block from our apartment. It's so good.
Oh, I'm
It's
so,
so good. It's
right.
so good. I love it.
You turned into a hipster doofus when I left. I can't stand it. You and your tie-dye shirt, your fucking tofurkey.
I have nothing to say.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't speak to ignorant ass people.
Yeah, right.
So what you're saying is that like Kevin moved to LA and he became a vegetarian and he's a hippie and are you insinuating that's also when he decided that he was into men? Like, what are you saying?
No. I turned Kevin gay when he was very young. We've already established this. Kevin and I shared a bedroom when we were children. He was a baby. I was a preteen. I had pictures of beautiful boys all over my walls. He had no choice but to admire Jonathan Taylor Thomas, Andrew Keegan. You know?
Makes sense now.
Jonathan Brandis, like John Renfro. Kevin had no choice. My mom told us that. My mom was when Kevin first came out, my mother did blame me for it. She since realized that's not how it works, but yeah.
I don't think that's how any of it works.
you know how parents are. They don't know anything.
No, I don't know how parents are.
Right, Kevin? All those pictures of JTT when you were 9 months old, they really did it for you?
I don't remember.
I think we've gotten to the point that he's annoying you.
I was super boy crazy. Kevin had no choice.
That's my response. I don't know.
Do you need a hug, Kevin?
Nah, I'm good.
He's used to me. So
No one gets used to you, child.
if anyone does, though, it's Kevin. Oh, Kevin, Isabella has a vegan group on Facebook.
I'm not vegan, but I do eat. I guess I eat vegan unintentionally sometimes, just because I do like fake cheese because I'm lactose intolerant.
Yeah.
Listen, we're all vegan sometimes. Like, I've ate a piece of celery before.
Baby's faces just.
Chick, I meant. Yeah, you're a baby face eater. You can't call yourself a vegan.
We've all eaten a piece of celery before.
I meant actual
We'll have
meals.
salad, Kevin. We're not impressed.
Or like I'll go a whole day like not eating anything. Not one snack next to your fucking. You know how they serve chicken with like celery sticks? Fucking Jessica's eating baby faces with celery sticks on the side.
I I've never eaten a baby's face.
Mm-hmm.
Thought about it.
Fingers, toes. Now, this is my point though. Like, do people not, when a baby is born and they're like fawning over it, like nibble at its little toes and go, "Oh, you're so cute, I could just eat you up."
Oh yeah, there's a whole thing on the internet about people loving
We do
cute
that.
things so much that they want to kill it and eat it. Like that's a thing.
We do that.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying.
Yeah, sprinkles cupcakes are literally the worst.
I just don't like that their frosting is so hard it literally detaches itself from the cupcake. It's like, what's the point?
It's no Georgetown cupcake, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's true.
So
Yeah, I'm good.
Well. All right, folks, I need to eat a pizza and go to bed. So,
10 o'clock at night, you need to eat a pizza and go to bed.
yeah, exactly. That's how I keep up with this physique. Okay, you eat a pizza and then you go immediately to bed. That's how it works. Okay.
I had one for lunch, so I feel you.
All right, guys. Well, we did some writing. We revealed some truths about ourselves that we'll regret in the morning.
I didn't. I fucking.
Not us.
We're fine.
I don't know, Jessica. You did talk a lot.
Yeah, Jessica, look at you.
I'm fine.
Publish my kid lit book. I'll eat your kid.
Don't bring no
I'm
small
not
children.
ready. It's fine.
Don't bring your children to Jessica's book signing.
I think everyone knows at this point that I don't like children.
Sorry, children can suck sometimes.
True. It's true. All right, guys. Well, thank you as always. Next week we will be on Kevin's channel. There should be less cannibalism talk, I would assume.
I'm not going to be there, so it'll be great.
Yeah. So, but thank you so much, Jessica and Lindsay, for guest hosting with us. It was a good time. You know, Kevin's hacking it up while I'm talking.
He's got a hairball. It's fine.
Having us.
Yeah.
Subscribe to Jessica.
Always a good time.
It's
And yeah, I think this was a good entry into 2020. Trying to, you know.
It was something in the 2020.
It was something. It was something. You know, 2020 is Laura 2.0 2.0. So
Laura 20.0.
yeah, it's the resurgence of me.
Once
So-
she can only say that once she starts resurging. It hasn't happened yet.
What is that resurging?
She hasn't started yet, but she's
I'm
got
getting there.
to resurgence later.
All right, I'm getting there. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. Make sure you follow. If you haven't subscribed already, subscribe to Lindsay. And
I feel like the Brady Bunch.
if you still have some room, then you can subscribe to Kevin.
I feel like the Brady Bunch.
That's like Hollywood Squares, right? Like Brady Bunch. Like when you look down at each other, like.
God, this is difficult.
Backwards.
Kevin, can we hold hands?
Wait, can we? Wait, which hand do I have to do?
What
I need human contact.
It's the wrong way.
I know, I'm really confused. All right. Oh my
I'm trying
god.
to break it at Jessica's box.
It's going to be a heavy box.
Every time if you did that and then hands just appeared and just walked, you'd be like, Manny! It's so creepy. All right, guys. Thanks so much. And we'll see you next week. Or, yeah. Bye.